Today, we're gonna make a mouth-watering summer salad with sweet, fresh, seasonal cherries. We got these tart blackberries, we got creamy burrata, and we're gonna have some fresh herbaceousness with some mint, some grilled bread. We're gonna make a little vinaigrette to go on top of it. It's gonna be amazing. Let's get into it. So, first thing we wanna do is, I wanna get our cherries ready. So we have all of our cherries here. These are summer Bing cherries. These are in season right now, so I'm like, they're in season. Let's do something really fun and seasonal with cherries besides just popping them in our mouths and eating them. So what can you do with cherries besides making desserts? You can make a summer salad like this. We're gonna roast them, it's gonna be super delicious, a little cider vinegar, a little honey. But I wanna kinda teach you how to pit cherries. Now, you can just slice the sides off and you can take this off and you can slice the sides. And you got your cherries, you know, take the cheeks off. Boom, you got your cherries. You can do that, and that'll take a while. Or you can take one of your cherries. So I just take it and I put it right in here, and you take, boom, pop out your seed. Gets a little messy, but that's the fastest way to do it. Then boom, pop on another seed, boom, pop on another seed. I already did all these because we'd be here forever if we kept doing that. But that's like the fastest way, just to take it, take your chopstick, pop it through, and just pop out your seeds. And there you go. So we have all of our cherries all pitted up and ready to rock and roll. We're gonna get our pan hot. We're gonna go in with some butter. It's about a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon and a half of butter. And I have about, this was like a basket and a half of cherries. I don't know how many, this is like playing that guessing game of the beans. I don't know how many are in here. Could be 50, could be 70, I don't know, could be 30. But this amount of cherries, I haven't weighed it out or anything, but you know, this is like kind of how we're really cooking. This is one of those things where we're gonna make it, just if you have a little bit of cherries at home, you can make it like this. You don't have to weigh this out. This is kind of on the fly cooking, just having fun, and do what you're supposed to be doing with cooking. Just like, do it. Whenever you can, just get in there and start making something. So we got our butter. Cherries are going in. Cherries right in the butter. So we're gonna kind of wilt these down, kind of break them down just the tiniest bit. We still wanna like have them hold up a lot. So we're gonna kind of just break them down a little bit in the butter. We're gonna add a pinch of salt just to help break them down a tiny, tiny bit. Add a little flavor, pinch of salt. We're gonna kind of let these just kind of simmer for a little bit. Then we're gonna add some honey and some cider vinegar and reduce that even more. While that's working, let's make our vinaigrette for this whole little summer salad. This is a super, super fast vinaigrette, and it's just kind of a shake and you have your vinaigrette. Have a tablespoon of mustard, tablespoon of lemon juice. We're gonna go a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, add a little honey to this. We're gonna add 6 teaspoons of olive oil. Just kind of use whatever vinaigrette you want. This is just a quick one. Quick vinaigrette. I'm gonna pop the lid on. Give it a shake. We're gonna give it a shake and give it a taste. That's really good. That is a lot of like super like acidity. It's got that lemon juice, a little of that apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and honey kind of woke it up a little bit. And the mustard just kind of like to emulsify and hold it together. It doesn't taste like mustard at all. All right, so that's ready to go. All right, our cherries are rocking and rolling. All that juice has come out of our cherries. Now I'm gonna add a little rosemary just to kind of flavor it. Give a little of that herbaceousness, little thyme. Let that get nice and delicious. A tablespoon and a half of honey. We want to go about a tablespoon of cider vinegar, or any vinegar you choose. Balsamic could be awesome in here, but I like the kind of how clean the cider vinegar is. Tablespoon cider vinegar. Black pepper. Pepper and cherries go super well together. Black pepper and cherries are like super delicious. Black pepper and cherry ice cream is one of my favorite things in the world. This actually, now I'm thinking about it, I could turn this into ice cream, but that's for a different video. So we're gonna turn this down and just let it come together and just kind of let those cherries like get that vinegar, a little bit of that honey and the herbaceousness and just really kind of reduce and become kind of thick. Okay, while that's working, let's cut our blackberries. So for our blackberries, we're just gonna half them. Just cut them right in half. You can leave them whole, it's fine. I just kind of like, I like the look of when you look at the salad and you kind of see those blackberries in half. It kind of looks really cool. So I'm gonna cut these in half. You can absolutely leave these whole. It'll be just as good. So let's put these in our bowl. We're gonna take our vinaigrette. We're just gonna give a little, just like a little drink. Tiny little drink. We're gonna say about, I make everything a tablespoon, just easier to remember when everything's a tablespoon. So let's do a tablespoon. Let's do a half a tablespoon. Half a tablespoon. So like that. We're gonna have our endive. I like endive because it has kind of like, it's kind of bitter, but it has a great flavor to it. But it's just kind of fun to just throw in things. So I like endive. I like to play with endive a lot. But this would also work if you have like some radicchio, or honestly, this would work if you had some like little gem lettuce, because it's just so, it's so great with the blackberries, that like kind of tartness with that acidity of the vinaigrette, the sweetness and that big cherry flavor of the cherries just really goes well together. So everything in, like that. So I'm just tossing my salad, just a little bit, just a little toss. I purposely picked out this shirt just to wear for this because I thought it was, I mean, when am I ever gonna wear this shirt without getting my ass kicked? So I might as well wear it when I'm, making some cherries. So we have our cherries. I'm just turning the heat off because that's getting nice and thick. And it's, as you turn the heat off, it's gonna cool down a little bit. It's gonna get even thicker. So look at that. Look, I've had the heat off for like 8 seconds and it's already getting thick. So let that kind of cool. I wouldn't say room temp, but just let it cool down for about, 3 minutes. Letting that cool. Now let's build our salad. I just kind of gave this a little toss. The tiniest bit of salt, just the tiniest bit. So this is the fun part. You want to take your burrata, put it right there. Take your burrata, put it right there in the middle, and then we're gonna make like a cross. And then we're gonna push in. Look at that. Look at that push. So I just kind of like fluff it. It's almost like you have a baked potato. When you have a baked potato, you kind of push it in. It kind of like, it's like the commercial look of a baked potato. Look at that, just opening it right up. Push it in. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful burrata. Now we just get to have fun. The burrata did all the work for us. Now we just get to have fun. Take our blackberries and our endive and just kind of put it all around. See like that monochromatic look of the blackberries and the endive is that purple, and the cherries have those deep hues of mahogany and red and all those black and purple. It just looks so cool, so cool. So we got our blackberries, our endive, a little bit of that vinaigrette. Now we're gonna take our wonderful cherries, all that juice, and we're gonna take our cherries and we're just gonna kind of put those all over. Just kind of have those cherries everywhere. Take our sauce, or a little bit of that juice, put that all over the dish. That's a lot of flavor. Look at that. Okay, now, just to kind of make it look beautiful and add that herbaceousness, we're gonna take some mint. Tiniest bit of mint, not too much, just a little mint, and just tear and pull. Tear, pull, Just place it everywhere, doesn't matter. We're having fun. We're really cooking over here. So just put your mint a little bit everywhere. This almost looks like a dessert. It kind of looks like that dessert, like that's ice cream in the middle that's coming out of there, but it's a really delicious savory salad. So we have our mint in there, and look at that, a little bit of thyme. Why not? We had that thyme in there. Put a little thyme in there. Little pieces of thyme. I didn't realize I had a little piece of thyme in there, and I know that'd be nice and fresh on there. So a little bit of thyme. Extra virgin olive oil right over that burrata. Look at that. Get it all over, get it all over. Let everybody have a drink of that delicious, delicious, really nice, cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Look at that, get all in there. Fresh cracked pepper, right on there. Flaky salt, you wanna get some flaky salt in there. Right over that, baby. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at you. Oh, Brad. Good job, buddy. Good job. Everybody's gonna love you after this. So this is just a little piece of grilled bread. You could serve this with like any kind of toast points, you know, just rip some crusty bread apart, or you can just eat it like this. But I like to do a little grilled bread, so I grilled some bread off earlier. And I'm just gonna set this bread in there. I mean, come on. Come on, who are we kidding over here? Look at this. This is just fun. This makes me smile just looking at this dish. And I know it tastes good. I can taste it in my head right now. This is a great dish. And it's gonna be just as tasty as it looks. So I'm gonna gotta get a big scoop of that burrata. Some cherries. Blackberry. Burrata. Let's get some olive oil on there. Give me a cherry, give me one of those cherries, look at that. All right, let's dig into this bad boy. The great part is the cherries steal the show. But when you put those blackberries in there and you get that tartness, it kind of counterbalances that sweetness of the Bing cherries from the honey. And a little of that vinegar goes so well. And that creaminess of that burrata just kind of goes so well with all those flavors and just blends. You need that fat and that cream from the burrata to kind of really match up to that super kind of sweet, tart Bing cherry flavor. And just having that grilled bread with that little bit of that mint. This is just, you know, just a great bite every single time. And this is extremely summery. And I love how like kind of like the cherries, we put them on there still like, put the cherries on there still warm. That kind of made the dish because you had that hot, cold, you know, feeling of the, you know, the kind of the warm cherries and the liquid with that, you know, cold burrata and the blackberries. It just really made for such like a balanced dish and just has so much flavor. This is definitely one of those ones that might be a little intricate, if you will, with the cherries. But even if you put the cherries in here without doing all that to it, this would work out that way too. You don't even have to do the cherries warm like that. Cherries with this dish would just be fine like this. This is a really big match made in heaven right here. Make this dish amazing. Hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and put a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're gonna try this. And thanks so much for tuning in and watching these videos. I have so much fun making them for you.